Hello. I have a special message to all my loyal followers and faithful admirers this holiday season. I do apologize that it's been so long since we last spoke. This is a very busy time of year, um, especially for superheroes. There's a lot to be done this time of year, especially in light duty superhero work, wrapping gifts, helping the Postal Service to deliver them. Although I will say that almost got me arrested until I was able to explain who I was, and they were able to verify my credentials. And I was let off with a mild warning. But there's lots of things that you can do that are superhero like this time of year. Wrapping and delivering gifts outside of the parameters of the U.S. Postal Service. Other things going on with me this year. I don't like to brag, but I was secretly nominated as Superhero of the Year. Please don't tell the Justice League or the Avengers that I wrote my name in on the ballot. Uh, they might want to have it removed and add one of their own, but important thing, I was nominated for the second year in a row. Um, I do want to say a few things about this time of year being a superhero and how it all ties together. You see, there's different kinds of superheroes. There's some that have come from faraway places, like Clark Kent, better known as Superman. And I'm sorry if I just gave away his secret identity. We may have to edit this later. Um, there are those that have superpowers. There are those that just are normal people driven by a desire to help others. There are some who are extremely wealthy, like Bruce Wynn. Dang it. Some other guys just have a lot of money and maybe not superpowers, but whether you have a lot of money or whether you live in more modest circumstances, such as Clark Kent. Oh, I did it again. Anyway, whether or not you have lots of financial means or not, or you have superhero powers or not, and by the way, just a word about superpowers. We have found from the literature that superpowers may not always be what they're cracked up to be. They can be negatized, taken away, like with kryptonite. Oh, I'm not sure if I was supposed to say that either. Or given up freely. But superpowers by themselves do not a superhero make. Now, there are many supervillains that have what we would call superpowers. But the big defining factor of what makes a real superhero, I want to get I want you to get this, okay? It's a desire to help others. See what separates supervillains from superheroes? Supervillains have a desire to hurt others. Sometimes because they themselves have been wounded deeply, okay? And I can have some sympathy for that. But superheroes, true superheroes, are what they are because of their desire to help others. So, um, oh, you know what? I want to talk about superpowers again for just a second, if you don't mind. You know, in Superman 2, Clark Kent, Superman, willingly gave up his superpowers because of his love for Lois Lane. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to use names here or not. I'm just going to go. It's on public record. So he willingly gave up his superpowers because of his love for another. So they can be given up, y'all. Um, and it did come to pass that later on he needed to get his powers back because it was for the greater good. He his desire to help other people overrode his desire for that loving relationship with Lois Lane. And you know, I want you to get this. So here's this guy There's this man. He just comes to earth from the heavens. He has all these superpowers. He gives them up for his love in the first place. And then he takes them back because of his desire to help the entire world. You know, if you think about it, isn't that the real story of Christmas? I just want you to think about that this holiday season. That's special. Thank you for this holiday message. This is Super Cleetus. Y'all have a Merry Christmas.